Okay, guys, short bursts. We're on our way to Baker. We just did that small delivery. Like I said, you do small deliveries for this company. You know, if they're reasonable, do them. You know what I'm saying? It shows that you're a team player. I do mostly large catering orders, anywhere from the biggest one I've got is $125, but I know friends of mine have got $170, $180. I have yet to get one of those, but 125, 115, 105, 105, 72, and all of these, the 115, for example, took me 40 minutes, okay? It was to DraftKings, and 20 minutes of that 40 minutes was waiting in front of DraftKings because you have to deliver at a certain time. If you arrive early, you have to wait. But in any case, we're off to Baker. I didn't know what car I was going to take. I never know what car I'm going to take when I leave the house. So I take both keys to either car. Obviously, I was going to take this new car for this one. I could have left the other key at home, but I carry both of them. I don't really know which car I'm going to take when I get down to the garage. Albeit, I'm going to be using this car more often because the other car is getting up close to 80,000 miles, and I don't want to get it over 80,000. I really should not sell that car, and I probably won't. I just upped the price to $34,000 here just recently, from 32 to 34. I really don't want to sell it because I should keep two cars. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I absolutely positively need a car to do that catering job, for example, and other things, of course. But look at this fucker, Beamer, drifting into my lane. I've crushed so many Beamers. Dude, that other car has never lost a race. Ever. Ever. Now, I'm not going to pick a fight with a Plaid Model X or a Plaid Model S. You know what I'm saying? I know they're going to kick my butt. But every other car, pretty much. I mean, there's a few other ones out there that'll give me a good shake too. But I've never lost a race. When you see a Porsche with turbo on the back wing, it could kick your ass. But the rest of them, forget it. You'll crush everything. We're going to Baker to get into the Powerball drawing. I'm going to probably spend $100, get 50 tickets. The drawing is tonight, I think at 8 o'clock. 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I believe that's when they draw. And it's going to be interesting, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, usually you buy these tickets and you don't even hit one number. That's how hard it is to win this thing. But somebody is going to win, okay? So we're just going to put our name into the hat. When it gets up there, 1.5 billion, it's interesting to get your name into the hat. It could be life-changing. We're on St. Rose Parkway right now, so very likely we're going to be hitting on the freeway here in about 7 minutes or so. If we hit good lights, about 5 minutes. But yeah, I had to take the weapons out of the car. I had to put, because you're going into the state of California. Man, I rarely go to California. Rarely. It's a rare bird. So I had to make sure that the weapons were in the right place, unloaded, ammunition separated from the weapon, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And locked in the trunk. So, if you go into Canada, they have to be in the trunk inside of a lockbox. So, an approved lockbox, no less. It has to be an approved. I do have a lockbox inside of my Jeep, but I've got it in the front seat floor, as you know. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if they would approve that or not. They probably would. I mean, it's a Jeep. It doesn't have a trunk. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only place I could mount that lockbox so it's secure in the Jeep. You pretty much can't take it out of the Jeep. I mean, it would take some major shit to get it out. But in any case, we're headed to Baker. We're just doing a couple of short bursts, and we're gonna get those Powerball tickets. And tonight, when I see this particular girl, I'll see her before the drawing. I'm gonna tell her, hey, listen, I'm gonna tell her that I got 50 tickets, and I'm gonna tell her that I'm gonna give her you 2% of the winnings. That's $10 million. That's all I'm gonna tell her. No, I'm not gonna tell her the specifics, the fact that she has to live with me for 10 years in my mansion on the hillside. She'll make $250,000 a year for 9 years, and then on the 10th year, at the end of the 10th year, she'll get the remainder of the $10 million. One hell of a fucking deal, isn't it, guys? And she can step out of the deal at any time, but then the payments stop, of course. Who knows, man? You know what I'm saying? You may, like I said, she's 20 years old, so there may be issues where you don't get along. It's very possible, very conceivable, you know what I'm saying? So you certainly have to have some type of out written in that contract too, where if you don't get along, then you part ways with a sizable compensation check, you know what I'm saying, to walk away, that type of shit. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, I should see this girl before the drawing, and like I said, who knows, maybe this is the little thing that gives you that little extra thing of luck to hit the numbers. It's crazy. But yeah, we're on St. Rose, and we're headed to the freeway right now. If we hit some good lights, we're going to be on our way. We're going to stick in cruise control at 80 miles an hour, and it'll take just about maybe a little over an hour, maybe an hour and 5 minutes to get there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe an hour. 80 miles, it's about 90 miles, so a little over an hour. This particular store, there shouldn't be any lines or anything like that. If there is, it's not going to be a very dramatic line. The lines are at Prim, where people want to pick their numbers and shit like that. Forget that shit, man. The line goes out. We'll be driving by it. It goes out the building, around the building. It can take you. I've done it once there, and I prefer to just drive to. Picking the numbers is a chore. Just have the machine do it. In any case, we're going to wrap this one up, and hopefully the next time I talk to you, we'll probably have a short burst. But wish me good luck in the Powerball drawing tonight. $600 million, are you kidding me? I can buy a nice mansion on the hill. I can have one built for probably $20 million on a parcel that is so fucking immaculate. Nobody on your sides. Well, you'll have a house on each side of you, but your lot is huge. And a full view of the Las Vegas Valley. I'm going to let you go.